Our top story at 5 continues to be the violent shootout and kidnapping of 4 Lake City natives while they were in Mexico. Today, Lake City Mayor EMMYS Robinson confirmed Shaheed Woodard and Zindell Brown died during that horrific incident. Meanwhile, the other 2 people abducted, Latavia McGee and Eric Williams, survived and were treated for their injuries at a U.S. hospital. Law enforcement officials familiar with the matter say the group of Americans may have been targeted by mistake. They say the gunmen may have thought the group were Haitian smugglers encroaching on their turf. Mexican authorities eventually found the group in a wooden house. In response to the incident, Senator Lindsey Graham issued a powerful statement just hours ago. Take a listen. Graham says he's working on a bill that would designate Mexican drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, which is the highest designation you can give a criminal terrorist enterprise that's not a nation state. It also means other countries helping Mexican drug cartels could also face prosecution under U.S. law. Right now, only one of the suspected kidnappers is behind bars, but the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for additional arrests. Meanwhile, in just a matter of hours from now, the Lake City community will come together to honor the memories and lives of Shaheed Woodard and Zindell Brown in a vigil. That's where we find our Eric Richards tonight. Eric, good evening. All right, Eric, we'll check in with you a little bit later. Right now, though, on your screen is a statement from the Lake City mayor. It reads in part, quote, "We ask each of you, your friends, your family, your churches, and your communities across the nation to keep us all lifted in your thoughts and prayers as we, the city of Lake City, and the families grieve the loss and get through this tragic incident together." The excitement is building. There are fans all lined up here, and it is getting loud. I'm channeling my younger self. Remember trying to get the semi drivers to go toot toot. A lot of that is happening right now because we are literally minutes away. These hauler drivers are here lining up, getting ready to start that hauler parade and head back to the track. Too tough to tame to really get this weekend going. So yes, there is a lot going on here, but I also want to keep this in perspective because it is important to know that when it comes to Southern 500 weekend, everything that happens this weekend is literally history being written, and what a long history they can celebrate out here. So I actually got to spend a little bit of time earlier today literally in the place that every single driver wants to beat one another to get to first, the start-finish line, for a little conversation about that history and the legacy with NASCAR's Chief Track Properties Officer, Chip Wild. Take a look.
It looks like such a blast out there, Rachel. So what do you think is the most exciting part of that event for you, for the fans out there, before the race even begins?
Well, I mean, there's just so much to love about everything happening this weekend, Eric. And you know, I'm from Indianapolis, you're from Indianapolis. Racing is literally in my blood. I just like things that go fast. So it's very easy to fall in love with Southern 500 weekend here. But the thing that really has impressed me, and I've been to so many races and so many different series, but what NASCAR does, and particularly what Darlington does so well, is making this whole weekend so family friendly. I mean, if you look around me here, this is all the area getting set for the hauler parade. Look at how many children and how many families are here. Wait, guys, hi! See little fans here growing up, gaining that passion that I'm sure is going to continue through their whole life as true fans of racing and big fans of Darlington Raceway. For the first time in several years, the hauler parade is back, but first, fans get to come up close and personal and actually see the real haulers that take all their favorite drivers' cars from track to track. And not to brag or anything, but right now we're inside the number 8 hauler. Guess what car that is? You probably already know, Kyle Busch. So I feel like we're left to our own devices here. So this is pretty amazing. So taking a look here. So right now, Kyle Busch sitting pretty good in the points, I believe in 5th at this point. So the thing with these haulers is they're going from track to track really every single weekend. So this is almost like its own garage on wheels. So what happens here is they have everything the team needs over here. So from this area, you'll have engineering. They'll be looking at tape and different kind of technical things here over in this area. And this place is just packed in right now, so we can't even go through the whole thing. And then we can take a look up here as well, and you can see again more of that going on, and of course Rowdy Energy well represented here in this area. But the other cool thing that you can't see, so of course there's the main car that you're going to see your favorite driver in, but these haulers If you look right behind you, the spare car is right up there because, you know, sometimes you just need backup.
And we're getting you ready for the green flag at the Lady in Black. It is the Cookout Southern 500 weekend at Darlington Raceway. My co-anchor Rachel Bogle's been out there all day. And Rachel, you were actually able to leave your mark on a piece of history today. Tell us more.
You know I had to, Eric. I could not give up the opportunity. You know, when the lady in red goes to the lady in black, she has to leave a little something. So I got to spend some time today, this afternoon, rather, with the Brazington family. Of course, Harold Brazington built Darlington Raceway, and I spent time with his grandson and his brother, as well as some of their friends, out at their camper bus right in the infield. And what I learned is that bus isn't just a place for them to relax, share stories, and maybe do a little barbecuing. It also is rolling history in its own right. And yeah, I got to be a part of it. Take a look.
We've just been through the years. We started in 2014, and we started autographing the bus as we go down. That was when he was a different car. It was a 42 car then.
Yeah. Who hasn't been here yet that you would love to come and stop by the bus and stop?
Kevin Harvick, the driver.
Definitely Kevin Harvick. Jimmy Johnson, if we could get him out here, and then Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, I think we'd be complete.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. You're saying, well, I mean, also, we also have Rachel Bogle, WMBF News. So.
Yeah.
We're learning more about how police arrested the man who was caught on camera speeding down the wrong side of Highway 31. Just incredible every time I see it. This is a story we brought to you on Tuesday, and today we learned the person facing charges now is 21-year-old David Bordak. Here's what led up to his arrest. So reports we obtained show Horry County Police received a call Monday about a suspicious car on East Highway 9. They said it was essentially sitting there for about 20 minutes. When an officer arrived, they found a man asleep in that car. It was in the turn lane right in front of a Riley Auto Parts shop. When an officer knocked on the window, that driver took off. That started that chase, which reached speeds of up to 135 miles per hour. Again, that was on Highway 31. As you can see here in this dash cam video, barely missing that other car, just basically comes out of nowhere. Eventually that chase ended when the officer lost sight of that white car. That happened around Robert Edge Parkway. And then just after midnight Tuesday, North Myrtle Beach police say officers found that same car. It had crashed into a lifeguard stand on Main Street and Ocean Boulevard. The suspect was not in the car though when they arrived. A police report says an employee at the Ocean Drive Resort told officers that driver tried getting inside the resort after wrecking that car. The driver then ran off, and when the employee called 911. Now, the process to recover all the evidence from the Chinese surveillance balloon shot down off the Myrtle Beach coast may take some time. Senior officials with the FBI gave an update on the recovery operation earlier today. Our Ian Klein joins us in studio now. So Ian, what's going on with the recovery effort, and what have investigators collected so far that we've been able to learn about? Well, I'll tell you, the Navy did send some pretty amazing pictures earlier this week, but my favorites so far have been sent in from you, the viewers, today. Take a look at this. So this is a video sent in from Lynn Wishler Lobianco. Check this out. You can really see some of the scale in these videos of how large this amphibious Navy vessel is as it came on shore again up in the North Myrtle Beach area. You can see pretty close. She got pretty close to that as well. So very, very cool. This might be my favorite, though. Take a look at this as we start this video here. This one sent in to us from Randall Call, where you can see them revving it up to head back out to sea. Again, that happened around 1:30 this afternoon. If you happen to have any cool videos or photos that you would like to share with us, we would love to see them. Go ahead and send those to us. You can do that online on our website, WMBFnews.com, or through our app.
Wind, hail, lightning, even an isolated tornado risk, all a possibility late this evening and tonight.
Enough so, our certified most accurate weather team has declared this evening a first alert weather day.
This is WMBF News at 5 o'clock. We're glad you're with us. I'm Eric Weisfeld.
And I'm Rachel Bogle. We want to get right over now to Chief Meteorologist Jamie Arnold to break down the severe weather threats and, most importantly, when we'll see those storms moving in.
That's kind of the tricky part. A lot of this may happen while a lot of us are asleep overnight tonight. And a couple of storms coming up for the weekend into early next week. But again, the focus overnight tonight is going to be on those storms that roll through.
Yeah, just when I think I'm going to be able to sleep in a little bit, it looks like we might get that middle of the night wake-up call.
Oh, yeah, nothing like that jolt out of bed with the rumble of thunder. And I think a lot of folks probably going to be hearing that here in a couple of hours.
Yeah, out of precaution, too. I know I had my husband pull in some of the lightweight items there. That may be a good decision for some folks outside if you want to keep your decor.
Yeah, put him to work. Smart. I like it.
Me too. Tell that husband to get to work, ladies. All right. Our certified most accurate weather team always here for you, pushing out those important updates through your First Alert weather app. To make sure you're getting them, you're going to want to make sure you have the Follow Me feature turned on. That way you can get alerts for right where you live. And you can also check the interactive radar anytime using that app. We also have a section over on our website dedicated to keeping you safe during severe weather. It has all the info you need to know about tornadoes and thunder, as well as a breakdown of what a level 2 or 3 severe weather risk means for you. You'll find it all right now on WMBFnews.com under the Weather tab. Coming up, a warning from Savannah River officials about E. coli. Hear why they say you should avoid jumping in after heavy rainfall. And in your health headlines, a summer storm set in across the country, so can flooding, and with it, dirty water that can carry bacteria. That's why the Savannah River Keeper is issuing a warning about a health hazard in those floodwaters. Officials say levels of E. coli are higher in the Savannah River right now. They say this is common after heavy rainfall when debris and buildup from the surrounding concrete is washed into the river. The bacteria from the rainfall also thrives in warmer water temperatures during the summer. That's why they say it's important to be cautious about jumping in after there's been flooding. River officials say it's a good idea to wait 48 hours after a storm before you get in the water. They also say that you should not drink water from a river after major rainfall.
A wet and soggy evening, as you can see from this live look through our tower cam. The rain we've been giving you the first alert to is here.
And that rain already leading to headaches now as the holiday travel rush gets underway. You can already see plenty of wet roads out there. Also, off to that far right side of your screen, you can see traffic slowing. That's 501 northbound. That slowed down due to a crash near Carolina Forest Boulevard, blocking at least the right shoulder, maybe a part of the right lane as well. Meteorologist Matt Bullock is giving us the first alert to the impact this rain's going to have on your Thanksgiving travel plans. We are already seeing some of that at work, unfortunately. Well, rainy weather plus millions of people out on the roads for the holiday rush means drivers will have to stay extra vigilant while traveling to their Thanksgiving destinations. Our Gabrielle Coriati spoke with state troopers about what they're focusing on over these busy next few days. Well, a house fire near Loris leaves one family with virtually nothing just days before Thanksgiving. Our Samuel Shelton's been on scene near what's left of that home all day and joins us with what we know about the fire and how that family is now managing. Horry County Schools is moving forward with the designs for 2 new elementary schools. With 20% of Horry County students living in the Carolina Forest area, 4 out of 5 elementary schools are now well over capacity. So for reference here, let's go ahead and take a look. This is Site 1. This is off Carolina Forest Boulevard, and this is the one that would accommodate about 1,200 students. Planners are working on the best ways to find safe traffic routes, which you can see here outlined in red on this rendering, and the best ways as well to address building around wetlands. And then there's also Site 2, taking a look here, and that's being looked at through that same lens. However, this school would accommodate 900 students with those safe entry points again shown in red. A spokesperson says the district will issue a construction contract once that design is complete.
All right, check this out. We've been talking about turkey all day. Thanksgiving's coming. Which dishes do you plan to serve with your turkey this Thanksgiving?
And do you typically keep it the same every year, or do you like to switch up the menu? From cranberry relish to sweet potatoes to green bean casserole, there are so many options.
Now, Google has come out with a list of the most searched side dishes for each state. Can you guess? The data was compiled from October 6th and November 6th. And the most searched dish across all 50 states, that famous green bean casserole.
And some states like Hawaii, Kansas, and Wyoming search for more unique sides like bruschetta, cucumber salad, and creamy polenta. Here in South Carolina, the most searched side dish was mashed potatoes.
All right, put some cheese on those mashed potatoes.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I switched it up. I switched up the main dish, too. I got tired of turkey. We've been doing prime rib like fancy people the past 3 years. I know, we feel very fancy.
You need to deliver.
I know. I have been. I delivered to Eric Richards today. So. It's about giving, the season of giving.
The season of giving. And if you are traveling,
have a safe drive if you're heading out tomorrow. Find a good playlist and be patient. We'll see you back here early tomorrow morning with our team at 5 o'clock, and we'll see you later on. Have a good rest of your night.
Good night.